first on Guam.
KUAM News headlines are presented by Calvo's Insurance, protecting Micronesia for 85 years. Matson and the Adahi Tano program. Apply at matson.com. Cars Plus, where it's Hyundai holidays going on now. McDonald's of Guam, I'm loving it. And King's Restaurant, serving your local breakfast, lunch, and dinner favorites for over 45 years.
Ahead on KUAM News Primetime.
The public and the private sector coming together today for the Tourism Recovery Forum here at Adusit Beach, and Mitsuki Hirayama with the story coming up.
Plus, questions continue to swirl over when the students of Simon Sanchez High School will get a new campus. And more than 200 Tritons turned their tassels during the fall semester graduation at the University of Guam.
Hafa and good evening. Welcome to KUAM News Primetime. I'm Nick Delgado.
And I'm Destiny Cruz-Lingus. Thank you so much for starting your week here with us. Well, the tourism industry partners are calling for an immediate and aggressive action now on the Guam Visitors Bureau's $60 million two-year recovery plan.
Mitsuki Hirayama has more from the Tourism Recovery Forum.
For the Guam Visitors Bureau's $60 million tourism recovery plan to succeed, there needs to be immediate and aggressive action now, according to Baudiga Group CEO Mark Baudiga.
I'm sorry, that's the reality. The reality is if we take aggressive action today and hold our feet to the fire and lead this effort aggressively, then the second half of next year should be better.
The CEO of the island's leading tourism giant making that remark during a Q&A session with other private sector stakeholders at the Tourism Recovery Forum on Monday. He says he has confidence in GVB's two-year recovery plan if it's executed well.
And executed well means strong leadership, SMART goals that are adhered to and driven, speed of action, and funding. Without those, we're doomed. But if we have those, I think we have a very good chance.
As reported, GVB and industry partners see the big price tag as an investment. Baudiga re-emphasizing the three pillars of the plan: airline incentives, new marketing efforts, and destination development.
There's a lot to be done, and it's going to take a lot of effort. On a positive note, I can't say how strongly and happy I am that the governor's here, the lieutenant governor's here, the senators are here, the industry's here. You can tell by the attendance, it's very important to everybody.
The main consensus, recovery will take a public-private partnership. United Airlines Managing Director Sam Shinohara.
We heard the governor speak from the heart that she knows we have an issue, and she's committed to giving us the resources or finding a way for us to get to a way to get these things done, right? And so I think the best path forward for everybody is to make sure that we are talking to each other, that we are engaging in solutions, right?
It's a second Tourism Recovery Forum hosted by the Guam Hotel and Restaurant Association, the Guam Travel and Tourism Association, Japan Guam Travel Association, and other industry organizations. Keynote speakers included GVB, Guam Economic Development Authority, and the AB Wonpan International Airport, talking innovative recovery solutions. GITA CEO and Administrator Melanie Mendiola.
Well, the mission of GITA is to build a sound and sustainable economy to improve the quality of life for the people of Guam. And so that includes supporting all industries, not just new and emerging industries, but industries that we have existing. Tourism has been one of Guam's major industries for the last 50 or so years. We don't want it to go away. We just want to see it continue to grow and flourish, and so that's why we're here to offer any kind of assistance we can.
Mitsuki Hirayama, KUAM News.
Well, how much longer will the Simon Sanchez High Sharks be forced to double session with John F. Kennedy High?
It's a question many are asking as the Sanchez community waits for both a temporary and long-term solution.
It's probably the #1 item on the Simon Sanchez High School Sharks' holiday wish list this year. A brand new campus and an end to the double sessions at John F. Kennedy High School. Even teachers at JFK are hoping for a solution, acknowledging the challenges the current schedule presents for both the Sharks and the Islander communities.
With us, there's really no real clear answer. Our school community is thinking, man, Sanchez hasn't been rebuilt yet. or the groundbreaking hasn't even happened. So we're kind of wondering how long. And we just wanted to just know, what the plan was.
Last Thursday, the JFK Teacher-Student Association meeting with Guam Department of Education Superintendent Dr. Kenneth Swanson to discuss updates on the future of the double session schedule.
The superintendent did say that he is committed to try to get us, try to end the double session for this school year. But again, as you know, there's a lot of things that can happen.
And despite the commitment, this teacher says there's still no clear plan for how or when the double sessions will end, though some possibilities have been shared.
This whole thing with waiting for, I guess it's FEMA money, right? I think he was talking about waiting for funding to see whether he can use some of the funding to find a temporary place for Sanchez. And then also, too, there's this another option, I guess, with FB being fixed and all that, possibility of Sanchez double sessioning with FB since it's around their own, it's the same area in Chico.
KUAM reaching out to Guam DOE Superintendent Dr. Kenneth Swanson for more information on the Simon Sanchez High School rebuild. In a statement, the superintendent saying in part, "We are actively collaborating with the Department of Public Works and the construction manager to ensure they are continuously updated on program needs. They are currently addressing several aspects of the project that are not appropriate for me to discuss in detail. However, I can assure you that the work plan is on track and the entire team is working diligently to keep the project moving forward smoothly." Department of Public Works Director Vince Areola also sharing insight into the project status.
There's a lot of due diligence going on right now, and I think one of the most important things that we're really looking at is the constructability of the school. We're looking at ways to make sure that it's efficient, it stays within code, it's cost effective, and it's built right for longevity.
As for when the groundbreaking might take place,
we're way too early there.
Areola adding that a crucial next step in the process is releasing a request for proposal for the financing and construction of the new campus, a move hoping to move the process along faster.
Well, the governor may have already gotten her way in building a new hospital in Manilao, but senators are still fighting to have it remain in Tamuning.
Yeah, Veto Bill 185 calls for the hospital to remain in Tamuning. Nevaeh Anderson reports.
Vetoed Bill 185, previously shot down by Governor Lou Leon Guerrero, is back on the table before lawmakers. The proposal would require the new hospital to be constructed in Tamuning, where the Guam Memorial Hospital currently stands. Bill authors Senator Chris Barnett discussing the current state of GMH and hoping to get enough votes for an override.
It deteriorated because of long-standing neglect and years of underfunding. Unfortunately, we are now witnessing history repeat itself, with the current state of GMH reflecting the same failures by government leaders to act, leading us to once again face the same challenges. In the meantime, the current Guam Memorial Hospital continues to deteriorate, and I cannot understand why the governor hasn't utilized more of the available funds to extend the life of the existing facility.
Senator Barnett calling for transparency and questioning the governor's use of funds meant for constructing a new hospital, along with her motivations for moving its location.
If the governor had been upfront with the people of Guam about her intentions, and if her true goal was to build a new hospital, she would not be alone in that effort. For we well know that every governor before her has made the same promises. The key difference, however, is that none of these previous governors had access to the hundreds of millions of dollars that Governor Leon Guerrero now controls.
According to the bill, 75% of Guam's medical clinics are located in Tamuning, and keeping the hospital in the village would benefit clinic response times in transporting patients to the hospital. This, as response time for Southern residents remains an issue, Senator Thomas Fisher says.
I believe it is because the medical community has put out one canard after another about the disadvantages of going to Manilao. Frankly, the medical community tells us that, well, my gosh, in the middle of the night, the phone might ring and I'm going to have to drive 15 minutes to go to the hospital. God knows what will happen in that. As if this community, this new medical complex would not have emergency services there.
The lame duck senators speaking to the economic benefits of constructing a new hospital.
If we go to Tamuning, we will produce nothing in economic stimulus. We're going to build a glass box up here on a cliff that will have to be torn down and rebuilt in another 25 years.
He adds a hospital in Manilao would bring additional economic growth in the form of supporting infrastructure in the village, such as new roads, retail establishments, and potential housing communities. Senator Barnett ending his testimony shining a light on the medical community members who support the bill and asking his colleagues for support. Nevaeh Anderson, KUAM News.
Thanks, Nevaeh. Well, senators are expected to vote on session floor this evening. In other news, living in cruel and inhumane conditions, detainee Jesse Leon Guerrero, along with a number of other prisoners, have filed a class action lawsuit.
It's against the Department of Corrections and its director, Fred Bordalio. The prisoners contend they are cramped in cells with no lights, no window, no air conditioning, and some are forced to sleep on the floor. They are asking a Superior Court judge to declare that DepCorp violated the Organic Act and put a stop to their illegal practices. Prison leaders have been well aware of the overcrowding for years. DepCorp's Major Mary Helen Lozama recently asked the Attorney General for the release of pretrial detainees charged with misdemeanors, drug possession, traffic violators, along with release and deport non-U.S. citizens to their home country.
A former University of Guam director continues fighting his termination. Norman Analista alleges malice, oppression, and fraud in the lawsuit filed in the District Court of Guam. He contends they had no reason to let him go, adding the defendant's name in the lawsuit, specifically the university, and President Dr. Anita Enriquez discriminated against him because he's a man. Analista is asking the court to rule that his termination was unlawful and is seeking damages for lost compensation and benefits for his emotional distress and humiliation, among others.
In response, the University of Guam unequivocally denies the allegations, citing the federal U.S. Equal Employment Opportunity Commission independently dismissed Analista's claims. UOG adding Analista has the right to sue. Now to a deadly hit-and-run crash in Saipan. One man is dead after being hit by a car Sunday morning. It happened in the village of San Antonio near the Pakpak Beach area. CNMI Department of Public Safety officials say the victim was hit before the suspect's car took off from the scene. The victim died at the Commonwealth Healthcare Corporation just after midnight. Authorities are not releasing his name at this time. Investigators are asking the community to help them track down the driver responsible. Anyone with information is asked to call DPA Highway Patrol Division at 670-664-9085.
Well, police are also investigating a separate serious crash, a Saipan man fighting for his life after being hit by a drunk driver early Sunday. It happened just before 3 a.m. along Beach Road. CNMI Department of Public Safety officials say two 17-year-old girls were inside the car when they ran into multiple posted signs before hitting a 46-year-old pedestrian.
Both suffered minor injuries after the car crashed into a power pole. The driver was charged with driving under the influence. The victim is in critical condition at the Commonwealth Healthcare Corporation.
Well, back on Guam, he allegedly sexually molested a girl known to him for years, starting when she was only 12. 35-year-old Eugene Blas is charged with multiple counts of first and second-degree criminal sexual conduct. Court documents stating the alleged abuse started when Blas asked the child to play Truth or Dare. The alleged abuse continued until the girl was 14. The child threatened to tell a parent about the abuse, Blas allegedly replying, "I don't care, I'm a monster, put me in jail for all I care."
A man is under arrest accused of molesting a teenage girl known to him. 43-year-old Diocese Sakate is charged with second-degree criminal sexual conduct. Court documents state the child was sleeping in her bedroom when the alleged abuse occurred. The child reported it to an adult relative and to officials at her school.
Well, a video circulating on social media that was apparently captured by the suspects in a violent robbery on Saipan leads to 5 people taken into custody. 20-year-old Jay Billy, 19-year-old Junior Tipin Kengi, and 3 15-year-olds are charged with kidnapping aggravated assault and battery, robbery, and disturbing the peace. It was on December 10th the group allegedly attacked their taxi driver after being dropped off to the beach area of Coral Ocean Point Resort in Cloverville. Police say they repeatedly punched the victim in the head and face while one suspect used the seatbelt to choke him. They fled with the victim's cell phones and cash. The victim was treated for injuries. Each are being held on $50,000 bail.
Well, the end of the year also brings with it the end of another chapter for students at the University of Guam.
The university getting a record high of master's graduates walking during Sunday's ceremony, including one of our very special graduate from our KUAM family.
Gabriana.
Excitement for the 217 graduates from the University of Guam.
You should all be incredibly proud of yourselves. Can I get a roaring round of applause and cheer for all our graduates? Louder!
Valedictorian Sophie Santos earned dual bachelor's degrees in psychology and agriculture and life sciences.
We were part of a class that faced adversities of the COVID-19 pandemic, Typhoon Mawar, and many more.
Real-world problems on top of the schoolwork.
And yet, here we are today celebrating one of the greatest achievements in our lives. If there's one message I want to send you off with, it's this. Wherever you are, in any moment, time, or space, is exactly where you're destined to be.
UOG President Dr. Anita Enriquez telling the graduates,
"But you did it, and we celebrate you and express gratitude to all of you who have contributed support along their way."
This fall, UOG had a record high 101 students getting their masters. Among them, KUAM's very own Darby Samala.
Darby Hummel Samala.
The St. Paul Christian School 2017 salutatorian, now Darby Samala, PMBA. Darby was juggling the program and still showed up to work to get the stories and content produced and delivered to the KUAM News viewers and followers. She remains a valued member of Team KUAM, and we are so incredibly proud to have her as part of our family. Congratulations, Darby, and congratulations to the UOG graduates this Fanutsanan 2024. Yeah, congratulations, everyone at UOG. Well, up next, there's another spot to get your grub on if you live in and around the village of Manila.
Oh yeah, plus a look at the annual candy run held over the weekend. You're watching KUAM.
For 25 years, Cars Plus has been more than just a place to buy a car. When we opened our doors, our mission was clear: build lasting relationships and ensure every customer drives away with confidence. As a family business, we nurture our employees, passing down values of integrity and respect. We believe that strong values create strong relationships, ensuring that every customer who walks through our doors is treated like family. For 25 years, we've been driven by you and will continue to be for generations to come.
Here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go. Jamaican grill, Jamaican grill, Jamaican grill. What's for lunch and for dinner? You want something good? Yeah man, serious food. Jamaican grill, Jamaican grill, Jamaican grill. What's for lunch and for dinner? You want something good? Yeah man, serious food. Happy birthday, D-I-R-F-G-A-Y. Jamaican grill, yeah man, serious food.
GU Self-Storage, located in Harmon next to McDonald's, offers a variety of storage units. With rates starting as low as $75 per month, we offer complimentary use of dollies, push carts, appliance hand trucks, and pallet jacks with fully covered loading and unloading areas, and ADA accessible unit. We offer 24-hour CCTV surveillance, monitoring alarm, and individual pin-coded gate and door access because your safety is our priority. Visit GU Self-Storage in Harmon or call 671-648-7867 for more information.
Welcome back to Primetime. RFK Jr. getting ready to make the rounds on Capitol Hill this week drumming up support ahead of formal hearings to put him in charge of the nation's health agencies.
But there are new questions about his views on one of the most successful vaccines ever, the polio vaccine. Here's Aaron Gilchrist.
Tonight, fresh focus on Robert F. Kennedy Jr., President-elect Trump's pick for health secretary, as he prepares to court senators on Capitol Hill this week. Kennedy still facing scrutiny over past comments about vaccines.
I do believe that autism does come from vaccines.
Kennedy expected to face questions about his views on vaccines now after the New York Times reported that a lawyer who's helping RFK Jr. build his team petitioned the FDA to revoke approval of a polio vaccine 2 years ago, drawing new fire from Democrats.
This is a man who wants to stop kids from getting their polio and measles shots.
And Republicans. Outgoing Majority Leader Mitch McConnell, a childhood polio survivor, not blasting Kennedy by name, but saying in a statement, efforts to undermine public confidence in proven cures are not just uninformed, they're dangerous. Kennedy's team responding to the Times report saying the polio vaccine should be available to the public and thoroughly and properly studied. Kennedy addressing concerns about his vaccine skepticism last month.
If vaccines are working for somebody, I'm not going to take them away.
If somebody told me get rid of the polio vaccine, they're going to have to work real hard to convince me.
Mr. Trump standing by Kennedy in his interview with our Kristen Welker, saying he recently met with top drug company executives, Dr. Mehmet Oz, his pick to lead the Medicare system, and Kennedy.
We talked about pricing and we talked about vaccines, in terms of what happens. We talked about pesticides. We talked about everything.
Well, all the hungry students, teachers, professors, service people, GovGuam workers, business people, and residents in Manilao, and the cats and dogs too, now have a new place to eat as the Central Village welcomed its newest restaurant, Mickey D's McDonald's.
I'm loving it.
Yeah.
And no patron was more proud than Mayor Alan Angakta, who happily stood in line for some good food and good vibes served up quick by the enthusiastic staff. Congrats to the Golden Arches and the new locale.
Yeah. What's your favorite menu item? I think people like the McRib whenever it comes back.
Oh, for the holiday, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm a chicken nuggets girly forever. Chicken nugget girly.
The
How about
spicy
you?
one really hits for me.
I've never had it yet.
Spicy chicken nuggets.
Ooh, gotta try that.
Well, the Guam Hogs Motorcycle Club held their annual candy run yesterday with the help from lots of friends.
Riders from the island's motorcycle clubs and bike enthusiasts united to deliver 6,100 bags of treats and surprises to underprivileged neighborhoods in our villages, spreading the holiday love.
Okay, Gina Farron, of course, the chairwoman behind this whole thing. How difficult is this to put together logistically?
It takes a lot of hands, a lot of passion, a lot of volunteers, but we get it done every year.
Hopefully not too much screaming and hooting and hollering. But hey, they picked the right woman for the job, because we know if you need to, you can kick some butt. Oh, yes.
So these are samples of our candy. So we have like a Guam Hogs support sticker in it as an extra treat. We also have a free Junior Frosty from Wendy's.
Oh, nice!
Donated by Wendy's. And we do have Burger King also in Raising Cane's in our...
All right, so shout out to those wonderful... Okay, can I ask real quick about the pins that people are getting if they volunteer?
So first year, volunteers gets our Guam Hogs Christmas Candy Run pin, and they get a year pin.
Very
and
nice.
The next year, if they volunteer again, they get another year pin.
All right, Jen! Okay, I'm gonna run over there and catch him as I get ready to go to Marine Drive. Okay. The mayor's office is leading him. Kids! Candy coming to your village very, very soon.
Some jolly old biker elves there, huh,
I
Des?
know. And the jolliest elf, Jason.
When creativity, innovation, and business-centric minds get together, good things tend to happen. And when you put a twist on building products with distinctively local flavor, you've got a guaranteed success story on your hands.
KUAM Spark Ambassador and Junior Achievement alum Ayla introduces you to the high schoolers that collaborated on ideas, formed companies, and took on roles to make products that are perfect for the holiday season.
Happy day, this is Ayla Frianeza from JA Alum, and let me introduce you to some of the teams we have here today.
So we are Alinea, and we sell bonitus. Bonitus are based on Sony Angels, which are phone hippers, and these are based on Guam animals, local Guam animals. This is the sea turtle, this is the sea turtle, and this is the monitor lizard. So each of these products are made out of recycled plastic filament and are packaged in bamboo. They're packaged in bamboo. And each item, each bonitu, is hand painted. You can see over there, there's people over there hand painting our new carabao that just came in.
This is the carabao, which we'll be selling later on today, which is currently being painted by our group over there. And then soon after, we will be also selling the finihi, the fruit bat, which will be hopefully be sold next week. Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Hey guys, would you like to tell us about your company?
So we're Mamata, which means to bloom, and we have our bloom marks and our bloom tints available. So our bloom marks are handcrafted by us, made from recycled paper. We have 4 different designs, all designed by our members, and they're all tied together using upcycled t-shirts. We have our bloom tints here, which are watercolor paints made from invasive plant species. They come in 3 different colors. We have our green, orange, and yellow. And one of our main goals of Mamata is to promote literacy, which is why we're working with bookmarks.
We're here with Rooted and...
Hi, my name is Maddie Farron. I'm the CEO of Rooted, which is a JA company sponsored by Bank of Hawaii. And so what we want to do as a company is connect generations to learn about the beauty of Guam's culture. And so to do that, we've created Insenia.
Hi, I'm Stephen Bomba, the COO of Rooted, and this is...
Now for your world at home.
Here's a view captured from the holiday lights at Skinner's Plaza.
This holiday season begins at Kmart, where every aisle is filled with magic. Discover the perfect toy that sparks joy and gifts that bring smiles. Kmart has all the ingredients you need to make your family traditions special without breaking the bank. From trimming the tree to filling your home with holiday cheer, you'll find it all in one place. Discover the magic waiting for you at Kmart, where busy families find everything they need to make memories that last a lifetime. Kmart, for the holidays, for the family, for the magic.
How deep do Pizza Hut's roots run in the islands? Through all the decades, we know what you love. Great taste at an even better price. Like our large one-topping carry-out pizza for just $15.99. You choose your favorite topping, pepperoni, olives, sausage, or any other single topping. Our $15.99 large one-topping pizza. Order online and carry one out today. Only at Pizza Hut, the island's best.
Take it 1, 2, 3.
Tangy pickles, slivered onions, tender pork covered in our delicious barbecue sauce, and topped on a home-style bun. Behold, the McRib. It's not just a sandwich, it's an experience altogether. The McRib returns. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Don't need a work break, keep the smile on your face. The moments you can't replay, and I'll be around. Whoa. You can count on me. You can count on me for life.
Wherever life takes you, we're always here for you. Calvo's Insurance. Count on us for life.
Superspeed your life with Docomo Pacific Fiber Internet. Get symmetrical upload and download speeds up to 5 gigs. Get started with Fiber 500 at $145 a month, Fiber 1 gig at $215 a month, or Fiber 5 gig at $299 a month. Plus, get 2 SuperPod 6Es with any plan, and a free EcoFlow River 3 and bonus welcome kit with 1 gig and 5 gig plans. Experience tomorrow's islands today with Docomo Pacific Fiber Internet.
The holiday season means parties all over Guam, and everybody, we implore you, we beg of you, please celebrate responsibly. But if for some reason you find yourself in need of a ride home from a responsible, trusted person, please make sure to use the Safe Drive Home service. Now in its 4th year, it's brought to you by Togi in the Guam Behavioral Health and Wellness Service, and the center, I should say, and they are providing safe, free rides home. No questions asked, no judgment for anywhere on Guam. Just dial 988 if you are in need of a ride. Thanks to our friends for providing that and taking care of our island people. All right, Puengani Familia Bazaar is happening on the 28th from 4 to 9. You can find live entertainment, food trucks, rummage sales, and much more. And if your kids want something really, really cool to do during Christmas break, make sure to get them involved in GPD's and community partners Project U Christmas Break program. It runs from December 23rd through January 3rd at the GCA Trades Academy. Something positive and something very, very worthwhile. I'm telling you, your kids are going to come back and they're going to say, Mom, Dad, Nino, Nina, Tito, I had the best time at Project U and I want to do it again next year, and I'm going to tell all my friends about it. That's a guarantee. You know what else is a guarantee? We tell you cool things right here on Newslights.
Time to celebrate some birthdays with your Cold Stone Creamery Birthday Club,
which you can submit on KUAM.com.
Happy birthday to Travis Mesa. Happy birthday, cuz. Your familia says they are hoping you have a fantastic day. Jarek Hernandez, happy birthday to our globe-trotting favorite, Jarek. May your adventures continue to bring you joy, inspiration, and unforgettable memories. We pray for blessings, good health, and endless travels in the year ahead. Thank you for always being someone we can always count on. We love you, says the family. And Christopher Salas, belated birthday wishes to you, celebrating birthday number 42 on the 14th. Cheers to another blessed year of life, love, faith, and family. Sending love and blessings on your special day. Say Sissy, Ree, and the Salas bunch. Mason Rages, happy birthday number 2 to our baby, and may you always be blessed with joy and happiness as well. We love you to the moon and back from your family as well.
And that's your primetime show. Thanks for watching. I'm Nick Delgado.
And I'm Destiny Cruz Lingus. Have a safe evening and stay beautiful.
Today, As we proclaim December 14th, 2024 as Wreaths Across America Day, we come together to recognize the profound symbolism of the wreaths we place and love they represent. Like flowers, wreaths are a timeless gesture of respect, of gratitude, and of connection. They are a symbol of our unbroken bond with those who gave so much in service to our nation and to each of us.
Today, we're standing in hallowed grounds where Guam's heroes are laid to rest. And this event allows us to remember them, to celebrate the holidays with them. And most importantly, it allows us to recognize and encourage the volunteer and service of all our young people here today. And so today we come together as a family of Guam to help recognize and remember all of our heroes here at the Veterans Cemetery.
Sidus Masi, and may God bless our veterans, our service members, our island of Guam. Biba, Biba, Wreaths Across America, Guam.
Buenas and Halfaday, Guam. I'm Jonagan Charfris, and this is Policing the Parks. Now, I'm sure there are many of you that scoff when it comes to the idea of park police. But did you know that the island has over 60 parks and over 100 historical landmarks? And it's the park police that has the tough task of monitoring and ensuring safety at each and every one. In previous years, there were only 2 park police officers. In January, a graduation was held for the first cycle of the Department of Parks and Recreation Park Police Academy and became 9 strong. With there's still a need for assistance, a bill introduced by the late Senator Jose Piro Turlahi and Senator Tina Muñoz Barnes back in 2021 would make it possible to create a Park Police Reserve program. The bill would eventually become Law 36-3. And in March 2024, the first cycle of the Park Police Reserve Academy was launched. Wanting to take part in helping keep our island parks and streets safe, 10 men and women have signed up for the first ever Park Police Reserves Academy.
You guys all come from here. Shocked and surprised that Park West. There's a lot of good people out there that want to contribute to the safety and security of our island.
The 10 are no strangers to public safety, as all of them are from other law enforcement agencies to include Department of Youth Affairs, Airport Police, and Department of Military Affairs. Colonel Joey Turlahi explains what the reservists can expect over the course of the 8 weeks.
They're going to be learning very basic police tactics. The first week is going to be basic officer survival. The second week will be judicious use of deadly force. Then on to basic firearms training, police report writing, and on-the-job training.
Along with Turlahi, reservists are gaining a wealth of knowledge from experienced, trained, and well-respected individuals from the law enforcement community. Retired Chiefs James Marquez and Paul Suba and retired Major Dave Saban from the Guam Police Department. The first week of the academy, reservists learned everything from handcuffing techniques.
From the what level? Watch this. I'm just gonna come up, do this, shake my hand, and there we go, without compromising my safety.
And closed out their week with felony high-risk pullover practicals, and learned that deadly force is force that could cause serious bodily injury or death. If a threat presents itself, deadly force options is a last resort, and officers should exhaust lower levels of force before deadly force is deployed. The threat to the officer or others has to be imminent, immediate, or otherwise unavoidable. The intent of this Reserves Academy is to augment regular park police officers, and Turlahi says that upon graduation,
they're all going to be Category 1 post-certified officers. They're going to be able to go out after the training, entertain complaints, make arrests, give citations, and patrol the streets, making it safe for everybody.
Ahead, reservists tackle collapsible batons and firearm safety.
want milk?
Do you ever wonder how your favorite products make their way into your local stores? Most arrive on state-of-the-art Matson vessels that transport containers of food, household items, equipment, and supplies into the islands every week. Because we know that you depend on us, we work closely with our partners to ensure that our shipments arrive on time, all the time, so you can find your favorite products when you need them. We transport the region's most precious cargo that supports successful businesses and promotes a better quality of life for our families. Matson is proud to have been the hometown shipping carrier for Guam, the CNMI, and Micronesia for the past 25 years, and you can count on us to be here for generations to come.
Welcome back. Well, over the course of the next few weeks, the reservists got hands-on training with handcuff techniques, judicious use of deadly force, collapsible baton skills, and firearm safety. Check it out. The skills and techniques they acquire will help them fulfill the mission of the Park Police. Everything from handcuffing.
If his wrist is here, the octagon shaped type single bar, application is here. Got it? If the wrist is this way, the application is this way. Got it? So it helps with the angle. The application, the angle's not this way. It's not. If you injure this guy, a cooperative guy, just be prepared for some civil stuff coming down.
To judicious use of deadly force with retired Chief Marshal Edward Tovis.
And you guys would learn real quick that it takes about 1.5 seconds to draw the weapon. One of you is going to be an acting suspect armed with the plastic knife, trading with the plastic knife. It's not real. And the person who's acting as the suspect needs to rush at the police officer.
What this course entails is letting the officer understand, of course, their job standards, that they have to take action in accordance with what the law and society expects for keeping the island safe. And of course, they also have to understand that, the excessive force part, they have to really understand. So the officer needs to understand everything that may possibly happen, what they will go through in this career field. It's important that they know all of that.
Reservists also learned about control concepts, counter-striking, restraint systems, and weapons.
The goal is to disengage. You see what it's on the board there? That's your goal. I don't care how you do it, is to disengage from that person trying to grab your firearm, either from the front, rear, side, all right? And another thing that the retention you need to learn how to deal with is on the ground. We're just talking about ground fighting. Because most fights, eventually 80%, 85% of the time, it goes to the ground. And if you don't know what you're doing on the ground again, you're both on the ground, now he's reaching for your firearm. Very rare it should happen because I should be alert, but it does happen. Let's say you're assigned stationary in a carnival and you're walking in a crowd. How you doing, buddy? And then he grabs. Oh man, now what, right? Right? Now what's gonna happen here? Same thing, I'm just gonna... Okay? Feed your hand under here, just like that. Grab. Feet man, right there. Bring him down. Then I can also move in and just take him down.
To even include impact weapon and the collapsible baton system.
The bottom end of the MEB is going to be pointed to the suspect, defendant, arrestee, or whoever is chin. It's not going to be out here because what we don't want to do is we don't want to telegraph the techniques inside. So this is all the stance is. It's the ready stance is right here. Again, it's not up here. It's not down here. It's right here on the side. Bottom end of the MEB pointed to the chin of your suspect. Got it?
From there, they closed out with felony and high-risk pullover practicals. Coming up, report writing and understanding the law, and the reservists head into an intense week of the Academy, probably their toughest one yet. Keep it here to Policing the Parks.
Taco Bell Cantina chicken burrito?
What do you need that for?
Chicken doesn't have to be flavorless, I guess.
Here we go. It can be tender and slow roasted.
Slow roasted? That sounds lazy to me.
The holidays can be a tough time for the modern chicken eater.
A burrito on what could be Gam Gam's last holiday?
What'd she say?
But don't worry, there's hope for every family. Cantina chicken is winning hearts and mouths across the country. Because a future this delicious can't be ignored for long.
Put it down.
Forgive me, Gam Gam.
A new era of chicken is here to stay.
Guam's auto appearance specialist, Elegant Reflections, has been providing the automotive industry with professional detailing and car care products at its highest quality, from complete detailing, full interior detailing, exterior detailing, headlamp restoration, hand washing, seat and carpet shampoo, engine degreasing, undercarriage cleaning, paint sealant, fabric protection, paint oxidation removal, and so much more. Visit us at our new location. Call 646-5555 for an appointment. Elegant Reflections, Guam's auto appearance specialist, over 20 years of experience.
Now, the next few weeks of the Park Police Reserve Academy, the reservists honed in on one of the most important aspects of the job, report writing. They also got some great information regarding criminal law. The Park Police Reservists spent a couple of days learning about one of the more important responsibilities as an officer, report writing, spearheaded by Park Police Major Lawrence Osborne. Up next, Attorney Peter Sanchez spent 2 weeks covering criminal procedure and constitutional law for police. This particular portion was needed for the reservists to be post-certified.
Law enforcement is where the rubber meets the road, right? That's where the investigation phase takes place. That's where the evidence collection takes place. And all of that is governed by criminal procedure. And aside from criminal procedure, we also have constitutional rights. So unfortunately, in the last 5 years as a defense attorney, and before that being a prosecutor, I've noticed that many cases are getting tossed on technicalities. Now, whether or not it's lack of training and guidance or abuse of authority by police officers or law enforcement officers, right? Either way, whether it's lack of training, lack of guidance, or doing the wrong thing, none of that is acceptable, right? Because members of our society who choose to commit crime should be held accountable, and their cases should not get tossed on a technicality.
The last week of the Academy saw reservists take on active shooter, threat training, and close quarter battle. Led by Chief Vince Napati of the Airport Police, he, along with the Special Enforcement Tactics team, set up scenarios.
Across the nation today, most especially the last incident with Robb Elementary School, we found the need to come back into training and to train our patrol officers, as well as our security guards at the airport, to our special operations side, and get everybody on the same page as far as training. Classroom is where it starts, and then we take them down and give them the introduction to close quarter battle, because not everybody's been trained tactically in active shooter environment. And most patrol guys or officers have been trained in basic CTB. So we bring them back to the baseline and allow them to come back and understand the CTB environment.
The training intense. Up next, graduation.
For 25 years, Cars Plus has been more than just a place to buy a car. When we opened our doors, our mission was clear: build lasting relationships and ensure every customer drives away with confidence. As a family business, we nurture our employees, passing down values of integrity and respect. We believe that strong values create strong relationships, ensuring that every customer who walks through our doors is treated like family. For 25 years, we've been driven by you and will continue to be for generations to come.
After 9 long weeks of classroom instruction, labs, hands-on training, the 21 men and women who make up the first ever Park Police Reserve Academy were pinned and sworn in on May 22nd in front of family, friends, and island dignitaries. This group not only completed all that was asked of them, but they also officially are post-certified.
6 key lessons learned from this story. Number 1 is be proactive. Number 2 is be responsible. Number 3, make the initiative. Number 4, work hard. Number 5, dedication in the face of adversity and challenges. And 6, always contribute to the environment so others can foster.
The story, an essay written by Elbert Hubbard in 1899 entitled A Message to Garcia, about a soldier named Lieutenant Andrew Rowan, who delivers a crucial message with unparalleled determination to a freedom fighter, General Garcia. The story touches on the value of initiative and hard work. In fact, the phrase, "to carry a message to Garcia," became common shorthand for resolutely fulfilling any difficult task. Colonel Joey Terlahi shared the story with the officers during graduation and asked them to listen and absorb it.
I encourage each and every one of you to be like Officer Rowan. Seize every opportunity that comes your way and take initiatives to go above and beyond the call of duty. Embrace challenges as a chance for growth and never underestimate the power of perseverance and determination. Your role as a Park Police Reserve officer is not just a title. It is a commitment to service, a dedication to upholding the law, and the responsibility to ensure the safety and well-being of our people.
One by one, each of the 21 men and women were proudly pinned. Culminating with them being sworn in by Governor Lou Leon Guerrero.
That I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same.
Officially Park Police Reserve officers, but never forgetting the initiative they all took and the hard work, determination, and the commitment they poured into to get to this very moment. Well, thank you so much for watching. I did want to extend a big sizu'us ma'asi to the Department of Parks and Recreation Director Angel Sablan, Department Deputy Director Warren Pelletier, Colonel Joey Terlahi, all the instructors, and most especially the reservists for allowing me the accessibility to follow each and every one of you on this journey. Congratulations. I'll see you out there at one of our island parks. Stay safe and God bless.